Well, it's primary election day here in Ohio. Voters are headed to the polls today to vote on key state and local issues. And if you haven't made it out yet, you still have plenty of time to vote. Jeff Smith is live for us tonight in West Toledo with the very latest. Jeff, do things seem pretty steady out there?
Absolutely, but first and foremost, I got to say this is the most FaceTime I'm going to get on the 4 probably all year. You guys usually wait until the end of the show to bring us into the show. I'm so excited to be with you guys today to talk about what we're seeing at the polls right now. Myself and John Jubai, we are out at Grace Lutheran Church, which is just off Monroe Street, just across the street from Bolero Lanes. It has been pretty steady, according to poll workers. It's been pretty steady out here today so far, and they said from 5:30 this morning when they were setting things up, they've had a steady stream. However, we have been checking in with the Lucas County Board of Elections throughout the course of the day. So far, they tell us there have been no major problems at any polling location. The latest voter count that we got coming in, 13% turnout. That's what we've got at this hour here at the 4 o'clock hour. Comparing that to the last presidential primary in 2020, turnout ended for the day, that day, at 17%. So if you haven't voted yet, there are some new technology things that we want to bring to your attention. You might notice when you're out here. Election officials say it sort of acts as a proof of your vote or a receipt. This new technology, the DS200 ballot tabulators, are out for a second election countywide. Election officials say the machines will help to build new trust factors in our elections.
Being able to mark your ballot on that express vote unit, which is the marking device, and see it in your hand to see that it matches the choices that you made, I think is monumental, right? And then now I, as a voter, take my ballot over to that machine and I feed it in there. Nobody else is putting it in there. I'm doing it myself.
Director of the Board of Elections, Lavera Scott, right there. Of course, Board of Election officials say they are expecting more and more people to start to flood into these polling locations, ours here in West Toledo, as the day unfolds. Of course, a lot of people maybe already in their mind thinking, I'm going to wait until the end of the day after I get off work and stop at my local polling location. We'll, of course, keep you updated as far as those poll locations closing at 7 o'clock, what we see. So here are a few reminders about what you are facing as far as those ballots are concerned. I polled a couple of ballots for just here at this polling location, but presidential primary races, Ohio voters are going to decide on multiple state races as well. And don't be shocked when you see the names of candidates who are no longer running still tabulated on your ballot. Let's talk a little bit about 3 Republicans in a race eventually to face off against Marcy Kaptur in November, of course. We're talking Representative Kaptur, the longest serving female in the U.S. House of Representatives in the representative's history. Representative Marcy Kaptur is currently in her 21st term, having been elected in 1983. The candidates hoping to run against her include Ohio District 9 House Rep Derek Marin, former House Rep Craig Riedel, and Steve Lankenow, a former Napoleon mayor. Other races. Let's go to the U.S. Senate race. There are 3 Republicans who are running for a chance to take on U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown in November. These contenders include businessman Bernie Moreno, also State Senator Matt Dolan, and current Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose. Ohio's Senate race is considered one of several across the country that are up for grabs this year, just simply too close to call. Pretty tight. Sherrod Brown has been a U.S. Senator since 2007. Now back here live now at Grace Lutheran Church right off of Monroe Street in West Toledo, and Lucas County voters who pull a Democratic ballot, they are deciding the Democratic primary for county commissioners. So once again, if you pull a Republican ballot or you pull one that is non-committal, you're not going to see this race on your ballot. 11th District State Senator Paula Hicks Hudson is going up against incumbent Anita Lopez. She was actually out front of the church earlier out near Monroe Street when we pulled in, waving to people on their way in to vote. Now, there's also a write-in candidate, Newt Huber, who is also running in this race. Whoever wins today's primary will be facing Republican Joe Rosick in the November election. Several schools on the ballot as well, vying for your votes today. Lucas, Wood County specifically, Anthony Wayne, Ottawa Hills in Lucas County, and Perrysburg schools asking on a new property tax, while Otsego schools, also in Wood County, asking for a 5-year income tax. Now, coming up at 4:30 at the bottom of the hour, Andre Norrells and Dominique O'Neill, they will join us live to break down what we know about these levies and what you are going to face when you head out to the polls. Once again, for all of you who haven't voted yet, polls will stay open until 7 o'clock tonight, including this location right here in West Toledo at Grace Lutheran Church. We're going to have the very latest coming up for you in the next few hours, but be sure to stick with us throughout the evening. We will keep you posted both on air, online, and on our WTOL 11 app, our news app. So once again, like they said out here, they have seen a steady stream of voters coming in, but we expect that to pick up here in the next few hours. For now, reporting live in West Toledo, I'm Jeff Smith. Back to you guys in the studio. We'll see you in just a bit.
All right, good to see you, Jeff. Thank you.